Hey, yo, what's up, everybody? What's going on? And welcome to the True Trading Group live stream. Folks, what's up? My name is Michael Edward, former award-winning hedge fund trader, now the current head trader at True Trading Group. And for those that don't know, TTG is the fastest growing, highest rated premium online trading educational platform and community where we all share the same goal. That's to learn, trade, and profit together. Guys, 6 nights a week, Sunday through Friday, we go live totally free on this YouTube channel for myself, other TTG Pro Trader moderators, and special guests. Drop golden nuggets and free lessons that are going to help you become a better trader. So if you guys are ready to learn, trade, and profit for real, you've come to the place. Take a moment right now, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and let's share this stream on your own social media. Let's reach out, let's educate, let's empower as many retail traders as we possibly can. You're going to want to pay attention to everything I'm going to discuss with you on this live stream because I got some really great educational information that we're going to cover today on buying pullbacks, on identifying A-plus setups. There's a lot that we're going to talk about here today. Big win today on Robinhood. My goodness, what a move on ticker symbol HOOD. Robinhood, taken from the rich, given to the poor. We did our part today, educating and empowering the retail trader, guys. A beautiful, monstrous move in Robinhood. We're going to talk all about that here today. It's where I made the bulk of my money today. We're going to talk all about it on this live stream. But why should you listen to any of the information and the lessons that I cover on my live streams? Well, that's because I didn't figure this stuff out on my own. I was taught by other professional traders. My very first job out of college in 2007 was working for a fund in New York City. In 2008, we had the Great Recession, the housing market crisis. But during that time, I actually went on to receive one of the firm's Trader of the Year awards. Before any of that was possible, before they even let me touch $1 of their money, I first, though, had to go through an intensive educational training program. I had access to some of the top trading tools, and I was part of a community of like-minded traders. And that is exactly what the True Trading Group platform is based on here now today. Folks, listen up. Tonight's live stream is going to be a damn good one. So you're going to want to get out that pen and paper and take some notes. But we're going to start things off first, same way we always do. I'm going to give some time for people to log on. We're going to kick off a 20-minute Q&A session. Give some time for, like I said, people to log on. You can ask me questions, anything about trading, stocks, whatever, in markets in general. You guys, I'm here for you to answer your questions. And then we're going to get into recapping the trading session from today. My big wins today, FLGC and ticker symbol HOOD, Robinhood. I did go after a trade on Moderna today where actually my very first trade of the day today was actually red. I lost money actually trying to short Moderna in the morning, and that did not work out. And Moderna actually ended up going on to make new all-time highs. But then FLGC and HOOD, big wins, guys, coming right back, firing away, brings me well back into the green, and we're starting off the month of August hot. All right, we had EVK, 27% gains yesterday. Then we came back today with FLGC and ticker symbol HOOD. That's Robinhood. You guys all, you ever heard of that company before? I don't know, maybe not. But it was a really good day. So we're going to recap those trades, and we're going to be going into identifying how to buy pullbacks. Okay, we're going to be talking about how to know that a breakout is a strong breakout or if it's a weak breakout. We're going to talk about identifying A setups versus B or C quality setups. We got a lot to unpack here today. All right, so listen up, listen good. We're going to start that Q&A session in just a minute. I want you to start typing your questions in chat right now. Do not be shy. Do not be embarrassed. Do not feel like you have a stupid question. There is no such thing as a stupid question. I also had a day one. I've been doing this now. I'm going on 17 years, but I also had a day one myself. So make sure you guys ask your questions. The only thing that is stupid is to not ask a question that you have. So without any further ado, let's go ahead, guys. Let's begin that Q&A session and start typing your questions in chat right now. Do you think tier trading strategy will work with a scalping system? I mean, yeah, I guess. It's not going to work as well. Kind of tough to tier out of a position when you're only in the trade for 45 seconds. So it's pretty tough to tier out of that position. Usually scalpers are either one of two different types of traders. You either have scalpers that buy whole position, sell whole position, and then you have scalpers that will buy, add, sell, 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 add, sell, add, sell, sell, add, sell, add, sell, 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 add, sell. Good luck. I don't, you can still use the tier trading strategy. It'll just be different. You'll have to tweak it, right? Like you'll just have to tweak that tier trading strategy for your trading style, but to buy your position and then take 25% of profit target 1, 50% of profit target 2, 25% of profit target 3, it's your profit targets are going to be completely different than mine. Like if you're a scalper, we might trade the exact same stock, but we're going to have completely different profit targets based on our trading style. So you'll just have to tweak that tier trading strategy to fit what works for you. If you own a stock until a dividend date, do you have to keep holding the stock until the payment date to receive the dividend? Typically, Todd, it is just going to be based on the record date. It'll typically be based on just the record date. I assume you're talking about U.S. Steel, but it's usually just the record date. Mike, how do you determine the resistance on the chart when looking back at it, but not finding any resistance levels to go by, like FLGC? Well, German, a couple of different things. Once you get into like all-time high territories, you can use Fibonacci extension levels, or which is also referred to as Fibonacci projections. You could use those, which is an indicator that just works similarly to here. Like I'll actually just pull it up on the chart. It's like a Fibonacci retracement level, but you have one extra step. It's like a Fibonacci retracement level, but you have one extra step. And I'll just draw it out for you. So like let's use Robinhood for an example, right? If you were to do Fibonacci projections on Robinhood, because Robinhood was up at all-time highs, you would anchor your the Fibonacci projection. You'd start it just like you would a regular Fibonacci, right? Which you're going to anchor your low and you're going to draw it up to, let's say, the high of the day, right? Let's say you draw it up to the high of the day. Let me make this bigger so you all can see very clearly, right? So there's your Fibonacci. That's like if you were to draw Fibonacci retracement levels. But on an extension, you actually have to compensate now and identify the swing low. And why can I grab this? Okay, and you would then pull it to here, which is going to be your pullback. Okay, so the low of your pullback. So you're going to do anchor your Fibonacci up to the current high, and then the Fibonacci projection gets anchored to the low of the pullback so that you can start to measure profit targets on the way up. Okay, and that is how you would use Fibonacci projections or Fibonacci extensions to identify resistance levels on the way up. Okay, so that's one way for you to use to identify, resistance levels when you're up at all-time highs. It's not like a surefire thing because you don't really know where the resistance levels are because the stock has never traded there before. So it's more of kind of a momentum gauge at that point. And every time you get an extension move, at that point, when you're at all-time highs, every time you get real extension, I'm not talking like a slow little pitter-patter climb. I mean, real extension. Every time you get that, I just take profits off the table, at that point. So it becomes kind of a momentum gauge. And then you can use those Fibonacci extensions if you'd like. Can you talk about overnight decay on in-the-money options? Yeah, sure, Jenny. Sure. So it's just time decay, it's theta. So every option is going to experience time decay, whether it's out of the money, at the money, or in the money. Okay, no matter what, the option will experience time decay. So what that is when you are in an option, whether it's out of the money, in the money, doesn't matter. The amount of time that you have until the option expires has a value. The more time you have until the option expires, the more valuable that time will be worth. The less amount of time, the less amount that time will be worth. So, for example, if you buy an option that expires a month from now, you have a month of time. The value of that month-long time will be higher or greater than the value of the time that, let's say, of an option that expires next week. So the option expires next week, you have 1 week of time, right? Less time than a month. So therefore, the value of that time will be less. As you get closer and closer to the expiration date, the value of that time diminishes until eventually the contract expires and there is then no more time left. When there's no more time left, you are literally out of time and you have zero value given to the time that is left on that option because there is no more time left. At that moment, the only thing that the option will be worth is called intrinsic value. Intrinsic value is how far in the money the option is. So if it's a call option, how far above the strike price. If it's a put option, how far below the strike price. That will be, at the time of expiration, the value of that contract. Now, different options will have different rates of time decay. Not all options are created equal. Not all time decay is constant. Time decay actually accelerates as you get closer to the expiration date. So you're going to want to pay attention to your theta. You're going to want to pay attention to the Greeks because that will tell you the rate of time decay that you're going to experience on an option. All right. So when you hold an option overnight, that time decay will be greater than, let's say, just the difference between from us going from 10 in the morning until 12 noon. That'll be a lower amount of time decay than the overnight hold because you're surrendering or you're losing more time. Therefore, you're going to lose more value. I hope that helps answer your question, Jenny. When using fibs on a pre-morning gap later in the afternoon, do you still use yesterday's close as the low? Christopher McGowan, it depends. All right, Chris McGowan, it depends. It depends on what is lower. Okay, so when it comes to intraday Fibonacci levels, you will anchor your Fibonacci level at whatever price is lower, the intraday low or the prior day's close. All right, whatever one of those numbers is lower, that's where you'll anchor your Fibonacci retracement level from, and that anchor will remain steady for the rest of the day, and you will just move the high of the Fibonacci retracement to the high of the day. What's best type of trading for an account starting at 1K? Flying highest. For an account with 1K, what I will say to you is that I think that it would behoove you to learn how to trade options. Options are a fantastic vehicle for traders with small accounts to build and grow on those accounts rather quickly. Options are a fantastic way to do that. They provide you with leverage and can allow you to take advantage of price action that you otherwise would not be able to take advantage of because you don't have the capital to trade. The other thing I will tell you is when you have $1,000 in your account, understand that you will be bound by PDT rule if you're using a margin account. So if you're using a margin account, you'll have more buying power than $1,000. You'll have 4 times that. Your broker will lend you money so you can trade with it, but you'll be bound to the PDT rule, which means you can only make 1 day trade, which means buy today, sell today. You can only do that 3 times in a rolling 5-day period. If you switch to a cash account means you have no margin. You'll only be able to trade with the $1,000 that are in your account, but you'll have to wait 2 days for the cash you use in a trade to settle if you trade a stock, 1 day if you trade an option, which is, again, another reason why I think it's great for you to trade options, especially when you're dealing with a smaller account. There's a lot of our TeachD members, that have started with accounts less than $1,000 and have now grown those accounts to be very sizable accounts. And a lot of that has been done through options trading. A lot of it, not all of it, but a lot of it. And here, I'll actually just show you just a quick show of hands. Guys, my TeachD family members, how many of you, comment in chat right now, how many of you started with less than $1,000 in your account? Just tell me in chat right now, what did you start with? and maybe tell me where you're at now today. So comment in chat right now, guys. I would like to know if you started with less than $1,000 in your account. Sound off in chat and then tell me where you're at here now today. The point being is that I want to make sure you all understand that a very common misconception is that you need like tens of thousands of dollars to make money trading, and it's just absolutely simply not true. A large portion of our members have started with small accounts. Peekaboo started with $1,000, is now up to over $10,000 in the last month strictly from trading. Humberto Martinez started with 400, is now at 2,100. That Sanchez started with 1,000, is now up to 20,000. Rhino started with 5K and can't even count on where he's at now. Patrick Jam started with $500, is now up to 23,000. Bruce started with 500, is now up well above that, mainly because of options. Holistic Strength started with $1,000. I now make an income only trading options. Debbie Cooper started with $500. Zuber Koya started with 500, is now up to $4,000 in just 3 weeks and 2 days. Diane Fig started with $100. November Ball went from 900 to 21,000. That's incredible. Absolutely incredible. Dirty Cuban from 500, now $10,000. Fruit Chinpo Samurai started with $500, now over about $80,000. My goodness, that's incredible. Congratulations. Tex Trader from 500 now to $14,000 in one of his accounts. You guys get the point. John Bean started with $150, is now up over $2,000. Javier Jimenez from $150 now up over $500 after just 1 week. So you guys get the point. I don't need to go and read all of these comments. So members, you guys can go, you can see them, they're commenting. You can read those comments. But the point is that you could still trade with less than $1,000 in your account with a small account and still be a very, very profitable trader, as my TG members were showing and explaining and, you know, exemplifying with you guys now in those comments. Congratulations, Greg. Great job. All my TG members that were just commenting. Israel Lopez, I started with $1,000. I'm up to $32,000. Just absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. Savannah, 2,500 to 29K. You guys are amazing. You guys really are amazing. I really want you all to really understand. I really want you can leave the question up there. I'll get to it in just a second. I really want you guys to understand, like, I really, really, really am so proud of all the TG members, because I see how hard you all work. You know, I really do. I want you to know that your hard work, the moderators and it does not go unnoticed. Like, every time we hold one of these workshops or one of these live webinars where we like do all these extra educational sessions with members, I see how many of you are there. You know, we'll do like Saturday workshops and webinars, and there's over 1,000 people that are attending them, you know, on a Saturday afternoon. Like, that's crazy. You know, I see the hard work you're all putting in, and the results speak for themselves. And I just want to let you guys know that I really am super proud of the hard work and the dedication that you all are putting into it, and it's paying off. You're seeing it pay off. Your P&L, the numbers don't lie. So congratulations. I'm super proud of you all. Donna Marie, does buying at end of day or after hours make sense for swing trading, out of day trades, and thinking there might be less risk buying close to close? There's not less risk. There's not less risk. You might feel better about yourself if you buy closer to the close, because you feel more control when you get into the trade, because you feel like, okay, well, here's where the stock is currently trading at this moment, and you're trying to take away as much volatility as you possibly can. You're still going to be susceptible to the gap. So if the stock gaps up or gaps down, you're not reducing that risk at all. You're still taking on that full risk on the swing trade. Sometimes getting in at the end of the day, sometimes it's the right move. Sometimes it's the wrong move, you know, because take a look at Robinhood today. When Robinhood broke over $40, we were talking about in chat as a swing trade idea. I traded this thing, but it just went so far. This thing just ran so far that I was just like, I'm taking this. This is just a huge run in Robinhood that I wasn't expecting Robinhood to make the size of the move that it did today. So I took my profits off on it, but there are still some members that are still holding it long for a swing. And, if you waited until the end of the day to enter a swing trade in Robinhood, then you're buying that stock at $46 or $47. If you bought the stock earlier in the morning, you're buying that stock at $40 or $41. So that's an example where waiting to buy at the end of the day would really bite you in the ass. Now, there's plenty of other situations where if the stock pulls back in the afternoon and then you buy into the close and then you get the move higher the next day, you're buying at a cheaper price. It's all relative. It's all like some situations it's going to be better, Donna. Other situations it's not. It all depends on the stock and the actual individual setup. So, I don't want to just not get into a swing trade because it's 10 o'clock in the morning. And I feel like, because if I'm getting into that swing trade at that moment, there's a good chance that stock might move higher. Like case in point, Robinhood today. You could have bought Robinhood at $40, $41, and now the stock's at 50. If you wait until the close, you're buying it at 46, 47. So it depends on the trade. Sometimes it makes sense. Sometimes it doesn't. I don't think it's a solid enough strategy to implement it 100% of the time. I don't think the benefit outweighs. I don't think there's a clear benefit there. And what setups do you find yourself using limit orders? And on what setups do you find yourself using market orders? So Daryl Stone, good question. When I'm taking profit on a position, it's usually almost always a limit order. So let's say, for example, I think a stock has resistance at $20 and the stock's currently trading at 19. I'll put a limit order at like $19.83. It's a random number in front of the resistance at 20. And as the stock goes up, it'll fill my limit order. And then if it gets through 20 and maybe the next resistance is 21, I'll throw a limit order at $20.79. And if it goes up, it'll fill me and great. I'll just keep doing that. When I'm entering a trade, I will limit order myself in if there's a large spread on the stock and if the stock is extremely volatile. If the stock is extremely volatile and there's a very large spread, I will try to limit order myself in, because you think about it, like if you got a stock that has a 20-cent spread and I'm buying 5,000 shares, right off the bat, I'm down $1,000 as soon as I hit market order. I'm down $1,000 as soon as I hit market order if I do that. So with a large spread, I will tend to try to get filled limit order. With a really tight spread, like if the stock is like $4.54 by $4.56, I'll just market order in. All right, save myself 1 or 2 pennies, not worth the headache. I'll just market order in. The other thing that I'll consider is, when do I need to get into this trade? If I'm buying a stock, Daryl, that is consolidating and we're within this pattern, and I think I have plenty of time before this trade is going to go, I'll try to limit order myself in, especially if there's some type of a spread. But there's also many situations, especially when I'm trading like a really fast moving small cap, where there still might be a decent spread, but I think this stock is going to go, and I think it's going to go right now. And I'll just market order myself in sometimes. Like coming out of trading halts is a good example of a lot of time when I just market order in, because the stock is moving so fast. And if you miss your order, it really can kind of burn you. But even though sometimes I still try to market order myself in if there's a really big spread, and sometimes they don't get filled. It's just kind of, I use both. I use market orders and limit orders. That's kind of the main gist of when I use each. But, sometimes you get burned both ways. Sometimes I market order in and I end up getting stopped out and I lost an extra, I lose the spread, which hurts a little bit more. Other times I try to do a limit order and I never get filled and the stock goes higher and I'm like, shit, I should have just market ordered it. You always have that. You're always going to have situations like that where, you put the limit order, you don't get filled and you're like, oh, damn, I should have market ordered. And then there's other times when you're like, you market order and you're like, oh man, I should have limit ordered. You don't drive yourself crazy like that, because like I said, sometimes market order is going to be great. Sometimes limit order is going to be great. Don't drive yourself too crazy about it. Made half the cost to join between yesterday and today on indicators. I learned, mind blown. Yes, Jamie. Yes, Jamie. It's amazing what an education can do, isn't it? Isn't it amazing what an education can do? So many people really struggle at trading, and so many people fail at trading, not because they're stupid or not because trading is some impossible task or not because trading is for gift-minded people or anything ridiculous like that. It's because they don't know what they're doing. That's it. You know, it's an honest ignorance. It's honest ignorance. That's it. You know, it's like if you just threw me in a kitchen and you were like, hey, Mike, make a cheesecake. I would make the world's crappiest cheesecake. I'd have no idea.
You call it ignorant?
I would make the world's crappiest cheesecake. All right. I'd make the world's crappiest cheesecake. So, you know, but if someone taught me what I needed to do, all the ingredients I needed, how to measure it out, what temperature to put the oven on, like if somebody told me what to do, then I could make a pretty edible cheesecake. Why? Because I have a brain and I can follow instructions as long as I'm told what to do. It's the same thing with a lot of people that are on here. You might struggle with trading and you might not be able to have success, but that's because you don't know what you're doing. Nobody explained to you, these are the ingredients you need. This is the temperature to put the oven on. This is how long you need to leave it in the oven for. Nobody ever told you. Trading's all like that. So Jamie, it's incredible, you know, what a real education can do. Fun fact, cheesecake's one of my favorite desserts. But yeah, Jamie, you know, music to my ears, man. Music to my ears that you're already seeing that type of progress so quickly. Amazing what an education can do. Oh, Matthew, this is going to be such a long-winded answer, man, because risk management is such a major, major, major component of my trading. Guys, listen up. Listen very carefully. This is going to be a question that I'm going to answer right now that especially if you're new here and you've never, my TT members, they all know this stuff already because I talk about this till I'm blue in the face and we go over this in all the courses and we go over this in chat every single day. But if you're new here, please listen up because one of my strengths, honestly, that I really believe one of my strengths as a trader, it's my patience, my discipline, my risk management. It's very rare that you guys will ever see me come on here and say, now listen, I have red trades. Okay. Like I had a red trade today on Moderna, but then we had the two winners on FLGC and Robinhood. So I do have red trades. I always tell you guys when I have red trades, but very rarely do you ever see me come on here and I'm like really licking my wounds. I'm like, man, I got crushed today. Very rarely do you see that happen. And it's all the things that we implement in our risk management that helps that. Two things that we do specifically with risk management is proper position sizing based on stop loss placement and tier trading. So let me just touch upon the two very quickly. Proper position sizing regarding stop loss placement is if your question to me, Matthew, or anybody else, if you ever ask me or another trader, what's your average position size? If you've ever asked somebody that, you already do this part wrong. Okay, I already know you do this first part wrong. If you and I were ever to sit down and you were to say, hey, Mike, what's your average position size? I automatically know you do this part wrong because I don't have an average position size. I could literally put $10,000 into a trade. I can put $1 million into a trade. I could put 500,000 into a trade. I could put 50,000 into a trade. And with all of those different position sizes, I can still risk the same amount of money. Meaning if I get stopped out and I am wrong, I can still lose. Well, maybe not $1 million, but up to 500,000. Absolutely. I can have a $10,000 position size, a $50,000 position size, and a $500,000 position size and still risk the same dollar amount. And I'll give you an example. I can get myself into a super volatile next day expiration SPY call option. And if I get stopped out, I probably lose like 50% because that's how volatile the option contract will be. Now, if my risk tolerance is $5,000, meaning if I get stopped out, I'm okay losing $5,000. Then if that's the case, I can only put $10,000 into that trade. If I lose 50%, I lose $5,000. That's my risk tolerance, right? Another example, let's say I'm buying a stock at $10. It's a small cap. It's running around. It's moving around like crazy. It's halting. And my stop loss is $9. So I'm buying at 10. My stop loss is 9. Well, if that's the case, and I want to risk $5,000, I got to buy 5,000 shares at 10. So if I buy 5,000 shares at 10, I get stopped out at 9, I'll lose $5,000. But which 5,000 shares times $10? That's $50,000. So now it's a $50,000 position size compared to 10,000. But on both trades, if I get stopped out, I still lose $5,000. Then let's go to a large cap. Let's go to like some $500 stock. A $500 stock, I'm looking at it. This looks really good. I'm going to get long. I'm going to buy this thing. My stop loss is $495. Well, that's $5 a share of downside. So I got to buy 1,000 shares. If I buy 1,000 shares at 500, if I get stopped out at 495, I'll lose $5,000. But what's 1,000 shares times 500? That's $500,000 in position size. So I just gave you 3 examples to where a $10,000, $50,000, and a $500,000 position size, and I'm risking the same $5,000 on each trade. So you tell me, what's my average position size? I have no idea, because on every single trade I make, my position size is different. What does not change on every trade is my risk. What's the dollar amount that you're comfortable risking per trade? Is it $100, 200, 500, 1,000, 2,000? What is the number that if you are wrong and you get stopped out, you're okay losing that amount? That's the number you need to risk on every single trade that you make. So let's say the number is $200 for you. I'm just making up a number. I have no idea what your risk tolerance is. Let's say 200. You're okay with 200. So every time you enter a trade, you got to say to yourself, based on the chart, where's my stop loss belong? You'll see some kind of support level and you'll say, okay, my stop loss will be below this support level, because if this support level breaks, then the setup that I'm looking at, it is no more. So I'll stop out if we get below this support level. You then have to figure out how many shares you need to buy, so that if you do get stopped out at that point, how much are you going to, you're going to lose $200. Let's say you're buying a stock at $5.15. Right? And your stop loss is, let's say you have support at 5 and your stop loss, let's say, is 485. Okay. So you buy at 515, there's support at 5, your stop loss is 485. Whether you buy the stock at $5.15 or $5.25, your stop loss still needs to be 485. And whether you buy it at 515 or 525, your risk still has to be $200. So the only way for us to accomplish those two things is to change the position size, whether you buy at 515 or whether you buy at 525. So the way that you figure this out, here's a simple equation for you guys to figure it out, is you take whatever your dollar risk is, and using this example of $200, it's $200 divided by the difference between your entry and your stop loss. So if you buy at 515 and your stop loss is 45, that's 515 minus 45, that's 30 cents. So you would do 200 divided by 30 cents to get an answer of 666 shares. Okay, so that's how many shares you'd be buying at $5.15. So if you got stopped out at 45, you'd lose $200. Now you don't have to do 666 or 667 shares. You can do 600, you can do 700, you can do 650, whatever. You don't have to do like this exact number, but you guys get the point. Now, if you buy the stock at 525 and your stop loss is still 485, well, now you're not risking 30 cents, you're risking 40 cents. So in that case, you would do 200 divided by 40 cents to get an answer of 500 shares. So at 515, you're buying like 600, 700 shares. But at 525, you're only buying 500 shares. Now, if you get stopped out at 45, you are still going to lose the same exact $200. That, my friends, is proper risk management. Okay? That is proper risk management. The other thing that we implement is something called the tier trading strategy. I won't get too far into it because I can talk on here probably for the next hour just on the tier trading strategy. But the whole concept there is that the tier trading strategy is where you sell your position in pieces. So I teach my members to trade in at least, 3 tiers. Some traders that have really small accounts in 2 tiers. But before I enter a trade, I know where my profit target 1, profit target 2, and profit target 3 are. And when we get to profit target 1, I sell 25% of my position. We get to profit target 2, I sell 50% of my position. We get to profit target 3, I sell 25% of my position. So the idea here is that the tier trading method will help you stay in winning trades longer. It'll also help you keep losing trades small. It's a complete game changer. I guarantee once you learn how to trade in tiers, you will never use any other trading strategy again, because it's a complete and total game changer. It's so important, I think, in our trading that I have dedicated an entire course specifically to the tier trading strategy inside the curriculum that's included free with your membership to True Trading Group. So that's how important I believe that the tier trading strategy is. And I think our members would all be in agreement. I'd actually like to know if you're a member of True Trading Group and the tier trading strategy that I've taught you has made you a better trader. I want you to type the number 1 in chat right now. Again, if you're a member of True Trading Group and the tier trading strategy that I have taught you has made you a better trader, I want you to type the number 1 in chat right now. Now, anyone that has never heard of the tier trading strategy, just pay attention right here. Just see how many people are commenting the number 1 in chat. These are TTG members that never knew about the tier trading method until they started becoming a member of True Trading Group. The tier trading strategy is something that I learned initially when I worked at the hedge fund, and I've tweaked it to where it makes sense now for my own individual retail trading. It's a complete game changer. I would never trade any other way, literally for the rest of my life. Nobody's going to convince me otherwise. And all these people typing the number 1 in chat would tend to agree with me. All right. It's a complete game changer, guys. That's why you see literally hundreds of people right now are typing the number 1 in chat. That's because the tier trading strategy works. All right. Get it? Got it? Good. All right, guys, that just about wraps it up. And that's what, Matthew, thank you for the question. Matthew, everyone else, Sebastian, everybody else that was asking questions. Thank you guys for typing your questions. You asked some really good ones. They're very helpful. There's a lot of people that are on these lives that have similar questions, and you guys asked some really good ones. We went over some really good educational topics, and I hope you guys got some value from that little Q&A session. That's my goal with all these lives. I want to make sure you guys get value and you guys learn something that you didn't know beforehand. So for those of you that are not TTG members, if I did not get to your question, don't worry about it. We do this 6 nights a week. All right. So just click the subscribe button and the notification bell icon so you never miss any one of these live streams, and I'll grab your question next time. If you are a TTG member and I didn't get to your question, just send myself or any one of the other 7 Pro Trader moderators a private message in chat tomorrow. We'll be more than happy to answer your questions. And if you're not a member and, having the ability to private message a pro trader during the day to ask a question, if that sounds strange to you, I assure you folks, that is the norm in True Trading Group. It's part of what makes us a family. All right. But speaking of new people and speaking of non-members, I would actually like to know what we're working with here. How many of you right now, just type the number 1 in chat if this is your first time on the TTG live stream or you are not a member of True Trading Group. Go ahead, type the number 1 in chat right now. All right, we got Neil Go, Matthew Murray. Oh, Matthew, that's the risk management question. Matthew, welcome, bud. Irish Wolf, JB the Cook, Lucas, Chris Day, Sam, Byron Gladsby, what's up, man? Welcome back. RG, Hadar Atzman, Ashish, Celeste GB, Tom Grogan. This is great, guys. A lot of number 1s that are coming through chat right now. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All of you that are just joining us for the first time. Before I get into the main topics of the live stream tonight, we're going to go over the Robinhood trade really specifically, guys. That's going to be the main focal point of the lesson today. We're talking about Robinhood, Robinhood, Robinhood. Stealing from the rich and giving to the poor is what we're going to be talking about here today. What was it about this setup that made it grade A? This was a grade A setup on a pullback buy. This is a pullback entry opportunity. I'm a conservative style trader. I like to buy pullbacks. That's what that means. Conservative style traders like to buy pullbacks into support. Aggressive traders like to buy breakouts through resistance. Conservative and aggressive has nothing to do with position size. You can have $1 million account and be conservative. You can have a $500 account and be aggressive. It's all about where you are entering these trades. That's what makes you aggressive or conservative. So we're going to talk about that on Robinhood. This was a conservative entry point. It was a pullback or a dip buy. We're going to go all over it, and we're going to talk about what makes the difference between a grade A setup and a grade B or C setup, and how to identify the strength in a breakout. A lot to unpack and a lot to uncover. But before I get into all of that, a lot of education to go over. So I hope you guys have something you can take some notes with. This is going to help you literally as early as tomorrow in your trading. Before we get into that, I want to make myself clear that True Trading Group is a platform. Okay, that True Trading Group is a premium product. We are an educational platform for traders. We combine top-notch education, premium tools from companies like TradingView, Benzinga, Quote Media, and more. We're a community of like-minded traders. We all share the same goal. That's to learn, trade, and profit together. But True Trading Group is a business, folks. And a lot of people will wonder, well, if you're such a good trader, why make a business? And the answer simply is because I'm also a businessman. And my partner, Adam, and I saw an opportunity to positively disrupt this industry that has a horrible reputation, and for damn good reason. There's a lot of people out there that do not know their ass from the elbow. They sell you a hope and a dream. They sell you a secret. Believe me, there is no secret. I worked at a hedge fund for a few years, guys. If there was a secret, believe me, they would have taught me it. But they did not. The only thing that they taught me as being the secret to success is an actual education, not some secret pattern that nobody else knows about but me. No, that's not what makes you a successful trader. So at the end of the day, I get to do what I love, and that's the trade each and every single day. But I also get paid to help others become successful traders by providing 10 times the value of any other company in this industry for a fraction of the price. And anyone that's out there that has a problem with that, or anybody that's out there that does not like the idea of True Trading Group being a business, ask yourself this. Would you rather True Trading Group treat you as a charity? Or would you rather that you got exactly what you paid for and then some? Right? What would you rather have? You know, at the end of the day, we are running a business. The purpose of that business is to grow and succeed. But our growth and success is tied and based on the success of our members. We have to provide results. Our members need to get better at trading. Our members need to make money in order for us to grow. That is exactly how we have grown since day one. And we are now up to, I think, about over 7,000 members strong. And this is why we say, welcome to the family, because we truly care whether you succeed or fail. This is also why my team and I work 15 hours a day on this TCG platform to provide value and make sure that our members are getting the help and the education that they need. We're only as good as our members are actually doing, not by how much money we spend on marketing. Our success is directly tied to yours. So just because we sell a product on here does not make the quality of the information any less, because all that matters is that our members are making money and our members are becoming better traders. And if you guys do not believe me, I want you to pay attention real quick to the chat. My TTG members, if you are a member and you're making money and becoming a better trader because of True Trading Group, I want you to sound off, type the number 1 in chat right now. Anyone that's not a member and has considered it or has thought about it, don't even pay attention to me. Just look right here. Just look right here. I want you to see the amount of number 1s that are going to come through chat right now. These are your TTG members that are telling you, hey, guys, listen, seriously, you're thinking about it. I'm living it. I'm telling you right now that everything Mike is telling you is true. I'm making money and I'm becoming a better trader. And there's no difference between these people and you all that are not members, because they found True Trading Group the same way you did. And that's one of these live streams. And they've learned so much on these live streams. You've probably learned, if you're someone that has maybe joined my live stream a couple of times in the past, you've probably learned more on my live streams than you have in the entire last year of trading on your own. And I'm actually probably willing to put a stamp on that. And I'm going to probably say that that's probably an accurate statement, because of the amount of education that we give away on this live stream, on all these live streams, is incredible. But it's still just a tip of the iceberg and what you get as a full member of True Trading Group and get the entire curriculum and trade with us full-time live. Okay? So you guys can see all the people that are commenting in chat. Those are my TG fam that are kicking ass and taking names. I'm proud of all of you. Okay, now before we do move on, I also want you guys to be aware of the giveaways that we do. We do a lot of giveaways at members. Every time we get 300 new members in True Trading, we give away a brand new Tesla or $30,000 cash to one lucky member. All you got to do is be a member, and the winner chooses cash for the car. But we also do a lot of giveaways with new members. And when we started this live stream, Adam was able to get his hands on 15 laptops, but we've already had Philip join the TGD family since I started speaking. So we are now down to 14 laptops. So My TTG fam, welcome Philip to the TTG family, our newest member of the team. We are now down to 14 laptops. The next 14 people to join True Trading Group will get themselves a brand new free laptop. We even cover the shipping cost. Yes, we do ship globally. We have members from literally all over the world. Okay, literally from all over the world. All you need to do is use the coupon code TTG121 and the next 14 people will get a free laptop. But you know what you'll also get is a 40% discount. Our membership is normally $2,212 for the entire year. It's an all-inclusive membership, but if you use that coupon code, you can actually get a 40% discount. It brings the price down to just $1,318, and the next 14 people to use that coupon code TTG121 will get the brand new free laptop included. There's no upsells in TTG. There's no add-ons. You pay that one price. You get access to every single thing we have for an entire year. All right, that includes our professional 17-course curriculum. It's a simplified version of the stuff I learned working at the hedge fund. There's beginner and foundation courses. There's advanced courses. There's courses on crypto, options, swing trading, trader psychology, you name it, we've got it all. You've got our Benzinga Pro newsfeed, which gives you live breaking up to the second news alerts as soon as news hits the wire. You've got our Quote Media's full book level 2, which shows you all the Market Maker 2 depth. You've got Trading Views Pro Plus charting software. That's the most commonly used charting software by active traders today. You've got our Trade Ideas scanner that shows you stocks making new highs, new lows, volume surges. It will help you stay focused on the best stocks for you to trade on any given day. And they're also broken down between small caps, mid caps, and large caps, whatever you do trade. You also get access to our chat room where the moderators and I share our screen with you. We're on the microphone live talking to you throughout the course of the day, telling you what we're doing. Guys, I come on the microphone every single day in chat, and I tell everybody what I'm about to do before I do it. I would literally come on the microphone like I'm talking to you now, and I say, hey, guys, Robinhood just had the heaviest volume of the day on the break through the initial morning high plus the IPO high. I'm looking for a pullback into the underneath 41. Literally, this is verbatim what I said today. I go, guys, I'm looking for a low volume pullback under 41 for an entry on Robinhood, stop loss under 40. That is exactly what I said on the microphone before I entered the trade. And my team and I were able to get in there at $41 and ride this thing into the sunset. It was an absolute monster trade in Robinhood today. Congrats everyone that caught it. But guys, true or false? Did I or did I not come on the microphone and say those exact words before I entered the trade and let you all know that I was about to be a buyer of Robinhood at that price with the stop loss at that price? True or false? Now, if you're not a member of True Trading Group and this sounds kind of crazy to you, just read the chat and see how many people are about to type the word true. Because that's what I do in chat every single day. I tell you what I'm doing before I actually do it. I have no problem sticking my neck out there and telling you what I'm about to do. Whether I'm right or wrong, I'll tell you everything I'm about to do before I do it. I don't need to buy the stock, wait for it to go up a little bit, and then say, ooh, I'm long. No, I tell you what I'm going to do before I actually do it. And this way, everybody that's in chat, you can all know exactly what I'm looking at, know exactly what I'm about to do, know exactly why I'm about to do it. And you can decide if you want to take that trade too. And you can follow me if you want, or you can choose to follow something else. But that's how we work it in chat each and every single day. It's not just me. There's 7 other moderators in there that have different trading styles and strategies. We do options, day trading, swing trading stocks, okay, small caps, mid caps, large caps. We trade it all. We're in chat with you the whole day. We're not gone after 2 hours. You'll have to fend for yourself. And we're also currently sporting well over an 80% win rate in chat, which means over 80% of the time that myself or the moderators call out a trade alert, it's a profitable one. We're fully transparent. We keep a trading journal on our site. The moderators are required to upload their trading activity to our journal each and every single day, so you can actually see every buy and every sell that all of our moderators make. We also do live workshops with all of our members covering different trading topics. We do one-on-one mentor sessions with lifetime members. We do small private study groups so you can get some individualized attention, go over lessons and topics that you really feel you can help with to speed up that learning curve. And then you've got that giveaway I told you about with the Tesla and the 30K. Guys, all of it is included at no additional fee. You just pay $1,318. You pay it one time for the whole year, and you never have to give us another dollar to get access to all of those things that we were just talking about there. So just use the coupon code TTG121. The next 14 people will get a free laptop, and you'll get the 40% discount. We also have a money-back guarantee. I stand behind my word, folks. I stand behind my membership. I stand behind my program. I stand behind our education. The reality of the matter is over 80% of our members are successful, which means they're making money or becoming better traders. That's according to a recent survey that we conducted the first week of July with our members. And if that was not the case, I wouldn't offer you a money back guarantee. But I'm confident enough, because I see the success my members are having, that if you put in a little bit of energy, effort, and work, that this can work for you as well. So here's the deal. You commit to me, I'll commit to you. If you are willing to go through all the courses, pass all the quizzes, and attend one private study group, that's it. Make that commitment. Do those 3 things. And if you still do not make back your membership fee, which is $1,318 tonight, if you don't make that fee back at least once, I will give you your entire money back. I'll give you a full refund. I shit you not. That is how much I believe in the platform and the program that we have created. I stand behind our platform. I stand behind this education. I see the success my members are having. Everything I'm saying to you is on the website. You'll know you're getting exactly what I'm saying. Okay. You actually, though, have to enter the coupon code TTG121 and click apply code. You have to click apply code in order to get the 40% discount. You'll know you're getting one of the 14 laptops because in the checkout cart, you'll see the laptop. If the laptop is not in the checkout cart when you get to the checkout page, that means we've sold out of them. Okay, we had 15 when we started. We are now down to 14. Bolt, make it 13. Robin, welcome to the TTG family. Everyone give Robin a big, huge, warm welcome to the TTG fam. Everybody welcome Robin. We are now down to 13 laptops. Use coupon code TTG121. Get that 40% discount and get yourself a brand new free laptop. All right, guys. Get it? Got it? Good. All right. Now, let's move on to the lessons of the day. I want to talk to you guys. We're going to recap Robinhood. All right. We are going to recap Robinhood. All right. Let's pull up the charts. And Robinhood trading much higher after hours. This thing is a beast. An absolute beast right now. $51 as Cathie Wood laughs in the face of everyone. Cathie Wood bought 1.2 million shares of Robinhood on the day that it IPO'd, down at around $35, $36. The stock is now at 51. She also bought more on the 30th, which was the day after the IPO. So Cathie Wood's sitting pretty. She is enjoying her Robinhood position right now, very, very much. I assure you all that. This is a monster move off of this IPO. Robinhood had literally one of the worst IPO performances of the year, one of the worst IPO performances for that size in history, actually trading down 8 or 9% the day of the IPO after raising as much money as the company did. It's one of the worst performing first day IPOs ever. And then you have this monstrosity of a move, 36% gain right now as we're sitting at $51 just 3 days after its IPO. So really wild, crazy trading action in this stock. It's only fitting. I'm not surprised to see this type of trading action. It's causing a ton of FOMO in the retail trader community. It's causing people that stepped in there, and over 300,000 Robinhood customers bought shares at the IPO. I think it was the IPO price of 38, I believe, was where the Robinhood customers were able to buy those shares. And now the stock is sitting at 51. I think that it created a ton of FOMO from people, from Robinhood users, which is in the tens of millions, that did not buy the Robinhood IPO. And I think it created a lot of FOMO today. And that's why I think you got such a tremendous rally. I think the rally today was not institutional buying. I think it was retail buying. I think it was FOMO. I think it was people saying, wow, wait a second. Look how many shares Cathie Wood bought. Maybe I should buy this. And then the stock starts to climb. And once it starts to climb, then all your Robinhood accounts, they all say, oh my God, the stock's at 40. I could have bought it at 38 on the IPO. Oh my God, it's at 41. It's at 42. I have to buy it. I have to buy it. It's going to the moon. I have to buy it. And I think that created a lot of FOMO with Robinhood accounts. And you got this massive move today. But me trading Robinhood today has absolutely nothing to do with what 10 million other Robinhood accounts are actually doing. The signals for me today on this Robinhood trade were purely technical and a thing of beauty. There are some lessons we're going to go over here on this Robinhood trade that I really want you guys to focus on. We're going to talk about the strength of a breakout. We're going to talk about dip buying. Right? We're going to talk about all these different things. So what I want to point out to you guys here now is the level at $40. Why is the level at $40 important? Because anybody tell me why the level at $40 is important? Well, it's important because that is the IPO high. Okay, that's the IPO high. The day of the IPO, that is the high. Okay, so that is a significant level. That is your IPO high. IPO highs are important. So what happened today on Robinhood? So today on Robinhood, we come in here, all right? We come in here in the morning. And again, here's your IPO high, and you come in the morning, and there's your initial morning high. So your initial morning high, which is your high of the day, lines up with the IPO high to create a level of resistance. That's that line you see drawn across my screen. That's that resistance level. Okay. As we zoom this in, what you will notice is once the stock broke through that initial morning high and your IPO high, okay, with your IPO high and your initial morning high, we broke through it with the heaviest volume of the day. Now I'm going to expand the volume just so you can see. All right, there you have it. So there you have heaviest volume of the day as the stock broke through that $40 level. Here it is, right? Heaviest volume of the day. Now, what do we know? The heavier the volume when a stock breaks through the high or through any resistance level for that matter, the heavier the volume that comes in, the greater the chance that that previous level of resistance, right? That previous level of resistance, the greater the chance that that now becomes an area of support. So you'll notice that the heaviest volume of the entire day came in when we broke through those highs. Now I'm gonna make the volume smaller again so we can focus on the price chart. Okay. So once that occurred, it was at this moment right here, literally, that I came on the microphone and I told all of our members in chat, hey guys, I love what I'm seeing from Robinhood right now. That's the heaviest volume of the day through the initial morning high. We also just broke through your IPO high. I'm looking for a low volume pullback under 41 to get long, and a stop loss is going to put you, okay, the stop loss will put you back under 40. So 40's got to be the support level there, right? 40's got to be the support level there. Where am I? Sorry, I'm just looking for my, I'm pulling up my log, my trading log for all my trades so I can give you guys the exact timestamp on this. And here we go. At 10:36 a.m. Okay, so 10:36 a.m. was my timestamp. Let's move on. So I said that on the microphone, right? Just after 10:15, so call it 10:24. So around 10:24, I come on the microphone. I tell everybody I'm looking for a pullback under 41. I already asked my members to verify that's exactly what went down in chat. They already said true, 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 true when we asked that question, right? So what happens? We wait for a pullback. We wait for a pullback, but what are we waiting for? A low volume pullback. We had increasing volume on the way up. We have decreasing volume on the pullback. That's exactly what you want to see. Decreasing volume when the stock gives you the pullback. And now we're going to talk about dip buying. Okay. The first lesson we just covered was how to gauge the strength of a breakout. The strength of a breakout can be gauged by the volume that coincides with it. The heavier the volume on the break through the resistance level, the greater the chance that level is cleared. Okay. The greater the chance that level is cleared and the greater the chance you're going to get follow through. All right. So how do you know, how can you gauge the strength of a breakout? The heavier the volume that comes in on the breakout, the stronger the breakout is. Okay, so that's a way to gauge the strength of a breakout. Heaviest volume of the day is a clear indication of strength and momentum. All right, that was lesson number 1. Lesson number 2 is dip buying. How do we go about dip buying? Okay, how? We wait for the low volume pullback into a level of support. That is what we're going to look for. Low volume pullbacks into a level of support. And what I will do for you now is draw up my Fibonacci retracement levels. Because what you now start to notice is what? That you are getting the 23.6 Fibonacci retracement level starts to line up with my trade line. My trade line is this blue line on your screen, this teal blue line. That is the 9 exponential moving average. You guys will get to learn how to use this as a member of True Trading Group. It's one of the indicators that I teach all of our members to use. All right. So you are going to want to look for, when you have an increase in volume on the breakout, you're going to want to look for decreasing volume on the pullback. And this pullback gave us the entry that we were looking for right there, long at $41.11. $41.11. The stop loss is underneath the $40 level. Why? Because that's my previous high. That's my previous resistance. My VWAP indicator is also sitting down at that area. Okay. So again, remember, heavier the volume on the breakout through resistance, that gauges strength of the breakout. The heavier the volume, the greater the chance that level becomes support. So when you buy in front of those levels, you can set your stop loss beneath them, not at them, not above them, beneath them. Okay, that's why your stop loss wants to be beneath $40, not at it, not $40.10, not $40 even, not $39.99. You want to give yourself a little bit of breathing room. Okay, so there's the entry. And then literally the rest is history. This thing absolutely exploded. Absolutely exploded. Look at that move. Boom. Thing was an absolute runaway train today. Absolute beast. So we just start ripping profits off the table, folks. Literally just start ripping profits off the table. We were taking profits off right there at the high of the day. Then we got this big extension. I took more profits off. We continued extending. I started peeling profits off there over $44. And this thing was an absolute beast. Okay. And this all goes back to the dip buy. Right? All goes back to the dip buy. How can you buy pullbacks? How to buy pullbacks? I told you I'm a conservative style trader. So these are the things I look for entries. All right, I would rather get long here than get long here. Okay. I would rather be someone that likes to get long here than gets long here. All right. This would be a conservative entry. This would be a conservative entry. This and this would be an aggressive entry because you're buying breaks through resistance, which was the high of the day. Resistance, which was the high of the day. So you see how you're buying breaks through resistance. That's an aggressive entry. In these examples, you're buying pullbacks into support zones. That's conservative style trading. Right? It's really neither one is right or wrong. There's pros and cons of each style. It's just a matter of personal preference. Conservative style traders are going to tend to get bigger position size because they're a lot closer to their stop loss. Remember the lesson that I went over with you regarding risk management earlier on the live stream, where we talked about regardless of if you enter a trade at 515 or 525, if your stop loss is 485, you have to adjust your position size. So if I can buy Robinhood at $41 versus $42, I can get a much bigger position size at $41 and stay within my risk tolerance. The further away you are from your stop loss, the smaller your position size has to be in order for you to maintain your risk management, which is why I like the conservative style entry. I want to get paid when I am right. I want that bigger position size. I want to buy closer to my stop loss, right? So it's just a matter of personal preference. Neither one is right or wrong. There's pros and cons to each. Okay, conservative style trading sometimes is not the best because sometimes when the stock has so much momentum, the pullback is so shallow that you don't get the pullback into your buying zone. The stock just keeps going up. And in that situation, it would have been better to be aggressive, right? Sometimes that's going to happen. But again, there's pros and cons of aggressive and conservative styles. I prefer conservative. I teach my members to trade conservatively. But, you know, there's no right or wrong way. It's a matter of personal preference. Okay? So there you have it, folks. All right, there our beautiful Robinhood trade was an absolute thing of beauty. What I could do right now is also talk to you quickly about FLGC, because FLGC was another big winning trade for not a home run, not a monster, a nice trade, nice profit, but not a monster. This FLGC trade today, very similar lesson I want to cover with you guys. All right, let's expand the volume so you can see the volume a little bit more, because literally the lesson I just went over with you, it applies right here as well. Now, what did we talk about? When a stock breaks through a resistance level or the high of the day, the heavier the volume that comes in, there was your high of the day. You'll see that when we broke through the high of the day, you got the heaviest volume of the entire day on that move higher through that level. So what did we just talk about? The heavier the volume that comes in on that break, the greater the chance that that previous level becomes support, and also an indication of the strength of that breakout. Heaviest volume of the day indicates this may become support, or the higher chance of this becoming support, but also indicates a strong breakout. So what do we look for at that point? A decrease in volume on the pullback into our buying zone. What's our buying zone? In this situation, you've got multiple support indicators that are all converging on this $9 price point. Okay? Multiple indicators. Here, let me make this a little bit bigger so you can see the Fibonacci levels. And what do you start to notice? You start to notice that I have right in this $9 area, I've got my 38.2 Fibonacci retracement level. I've got my VWAP indicator. I've got my trade line indicator. I've got the heaviest volume through the high. I've got decreasing volume on the pullback. And that's exactly where we stepped in and we got long. Let me go back and pull out my trade alerts. So I'll give you guys the timestamps on these. At 10:27 a.m., I'm long FLGC at $9.29. Okay, $9.29 right there. Right there is the entry point. And again, what's our stop loss? Beneath that previous resistance level. Okay, beneath it. And then the rest is history on this one as well. Bang, bang. Beautiful follow through, beautiful upside. Going back to using the exact same lessons that we just spoke about. Guys, write this shit down, man. Write it down. Seriously. This stuff will help you. It really, really will help you. Okay? It was an absolute thing of beauty. And then again, we start peeling profits as this thing just starts to rip. You know, we start ripping profits off at the new high. We get the extension. You know, we just continue taking profits off the table. Like, it was just a beautiful trade. You know, now again, this thing went crazy late in the day, but I didn't trade this thing late in the day. Late in the day, this thing went nuts. Major short squeeze late in the day, but all the way back here in the morning was a beautiful trade. It really was a beautiful trade. So, you know, that's where I made my money today, guys. FLGC and Robinhood, and the same lessons apply. You know, the same lessons apply about that dip buy, about that pullback, about gauging the strength of a breakout. You know, these are beautiful, beautiful lessons that can help you guys become better traders. And we were able to, thanks to these lessons, kick some serious ass today. August is starting off to be a hot one. You know, we had a great day yesterday with that EVK. It was a monster, 27% gain on EVK. And then we step in here today with Hood and FLGC, and we're just going to keep this going. We're going to ride this momentum out, guys. You know, it's been a good start to the week. It's been a good start to the month, and we're going to keep that going this week. You guys will make sure you get your butts in chat, because these setups that I'm explaining to you right now, and you guys see how I'm drawing on the charts. That's exactly what I do during the day in chat. Like when I'm in chat and I'm saying, hey guys, I'm looking for a pullback here. I'm going to be a buyer. I'm going to set my stop loss. I draw on the charts just like I'm doing now when I walk through these things with you. And I explain all the trades and all the setups with you guys. All right. So yes, listen to Jenny Wonder and get your butts in chat. All right. So that's it, guys. That does it there for the lessons regarding the Robinhood trade, the lessons regarding the FLGC trade. It's a really good day. What I'm going to do here right now is I'm going to show you guys the platform. Anyone that's interested in becoming a member, I'm actually going to take some time and show you what you get as a member of True Trading. I'm going to show you the entire platform. Before I do, I would like to know how many people are still on the live that are not a member of True Trading Group. If you're not a member of True Trading Group, go ahead, type the letters TTG in chat right now. Tycoon, Dan B, Sam E, Boss Gouda, Eric Garland, Celeste GB. Nice, Robin. Yes, Robin just joined now. She goes, I am now. Hell yeah. Rahimi. Great, guys. Beautifully done. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Welcome, all of you that are typing TTG. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the TTG fam. Before I move on, I want to make sure that everyone that just typed TTG, I want to make sure you guys are all aware. We do have a free 1-week trial. You guys will be able to join us for a whole week, totally free. There's no credit card required. You'll get 1 week of read-only access to our chat room. You'll get our trading watch list and our trading game plan every single morning before the market opens. You'll get to use our Benzinga Pro live newsfeed, which is going to give you those breaking news alerts right inside of our chat room. You're also going to get 1 free sample course. And then, of course, all of our trading history, where you'll be able to see all the trades that our moderators make. This is totally free, guys. You can go to ttgfree.com. That's ttgfree.com to try out that free trial. Now, understand, though, you're not going to get a free laptop and you won't get the 40% discount. Most you'll get is probably like a 22% discount. We'll bring the membership down to around $1,700. But if you guys want to join the team now, get the full 40% discount, pay just $13.18, and get a free laptop, you guys can use coupon code TTG121 right here, right now. Don't forget, the membership's normally $2,212, but you can save 40%, get just $13.18 price point. It's just over $3.50 a day. It's just over $100 a month. And the next 13 people to use coupon code TTG121 will get themselves that brand new free laptop. And yes, we do cover the shipping cost for you. There's no upsells into your trading group. There's no add-ons. You pay one price, get access to every single thing that we have. As a member of TTG, you're going to get access to the top premium trading tools and products because you bundle them together as part of your membership. Included in your membership is Benzinga Pro's real-time newsfeed. This gives you breaking up to the second news alerts directly inside of our chat room. This will enable you guys to get into trades or get out of trades faster than the rest of the crowd. You can't rely on something like Yahoo Finance. You've got to be able to get yourself in and out of these trades. You've got to be able to get news in real time when it hits the wire. You can't wait 15 minutes to get news from like Yahoo Finance because it's super delayed. We use this each and every single day. You also are going to get access to Quote Stream's full book level 2. That's going to show you all the market maker depth inside of level 2, not just the ones your broker shows you. You're also going to be able to use our trading simulator where you can trade stocks and options with fake money while you practice implementing what you have learned in the courses. Guys, please use a simulator. Prove you can make money. Most traders lose money when they start. Prove you can make money before you start trading with your hard-earned cash. You'll also get access to our Trade Ideas scanner. This is a scanner that's going to show you what stocks are making new highs, new lows, have a surge in volume. They're segmented and broken down between small cap, mid cap, large cap, depending on what you trade. This will make sure that you are always focused on the best stocks on any given day. All this stuff is free. You don't pay extra for any of this. It's all included. You're also going to get access to TradingView's Pro charting software, one of the most commonly used charting softwares by active traders today. Yours included, totally free. And then you're getting a minimum of 10 easy-to-follow, actionable real-time trade alerts per week from a community of traders that's currently sporting over an 80% win rate. I told you guys we're fully transparent. We keep a trading journal on our website that tracks every buy and every sell that all of our moderators make, so you can follow along and track all of our performance. You also get one small private study group, which is your chance to get individualized attention, go over lessons and topics that you need help with, really speed up that learning curve talking to a TeachD mod. Then you have the curriculum. This is a simplified version of the stuff I learned working at the fund. Now, there are no special VIP pro courses that cost more money. You get access to every single course when you join True Trading Group. There's beginner and foundation courses for those that have never traded before and are brand new. There are advanced courses for those that are more seasoned traders. There's also courses on options, swing trading, trader psychology, crypto, you name it, we've got it. It's all in text and video format, whichever is easier for you to learn. Then in addition to the courses, we have a video library that has well over 100 hours of additional educational video content. These are workshops and webinars that we've conducted covering various trading topics like how to grow a small account, how to trade while working a full-time job, how to resist FOMO and have confidence pulling the trigger, just to name a few. You have access to all of this stuff, guys. And then, of course, the chat room, where the moderators and I share our screen. We're live on the microphone talking to you guys, calling out trades. You can send us private messages, ask us questions. We're there with you from pre-market till after hours, trading with you in the trenches the whole entire day. Now, listen up, because over the next month or so, we're going to be walking the price of our membership up to $2,000. Because in life, you've got to know your worth, and we know our membership is worth a hell of a lot more than $1,300. And to prove it to you, let's say you didn't want to join True Trading Group, and you're like, but that Benzinga newsfeed, I could really use something like that. Cool. Go to Benzinga tomorrow. Try to sign up for their newsfeed with a Squawk Box feature. They're going to charge you $1,400 a year for that service. It's included free with your membership, and you can get it right now for just $13.18. Well, that doesn't make sense now, does it? Why would you go to Benzinga and pay $1,400 just to get the newsfeed? You can become a member of True Trading Group, pay $13.18, get the newsfeed, and literally everything else I just said to you. That quote media, their full book level 2, they charge $990 for that information. The trade simulator is $300 a year, and TradingView's premium level charting is $600 a year. Just these tools alone would cost you over $3,200 a year if you paid for them on your own. But you don't have to pay $1 for them when you join True Trading Group. It's all included on your platform, and you can join right now with coupon code TTG121. Get the 40% discount, and the next 13 people will also get a brand new free laptop. Guys, our goal is to disrupt this industry. In order to do that, we got to provide insane value and result at a price substantially less than any of our so-called competitors. And we do have that money back guarantee. Like I said, anyone that's willing to commit to me, I'll commit right back to you. If you go through all our courses, pass our quizzes, attend one private study group, that's it. You do those 3 things. If you still don't make back your membership fee at least once during your membership, I'll give you a full refund, guys. Not kidding. I'll give you all of your money back if you don't make back $1,318 at least once. That's how much I stand behind this program. That's how much I believe in the education and the community that we've created in True Trading Group. Let's talk about that membership fee for a second, because my TeachD members, if you are a member, how long did it take you to make back your membership fee? Comment in chat right now, guys. How long did it take you to make back your membership fee? Comment in chat real quick. Took John Bean 1 day, Walter Thomas less than 2 weeks. Naomi made it back today. It took that Sanchez 2 to 3 weeks. You had me at laptop. It took Calvin Henderson 3 weeks. It took Roxanne G 3 weeks. And both a lifetime membership today. Yes, Roxanne, you're stuck with me for life now. It took Glenn Wilson 2 days. TTG Sunshine took her 3 weeks to make back the lifetime membership. Took Edgar 1 week to make back his membership fee, and he had only a $500 account. Edgar, great job. Took Donna Moore 1 week. It took Fruit, Chinpo, Samurai just 2 trades. Javier Jimenez Jr. has been a member for only 1 week and has already made back half his membership. Tex Trader paid for the lifetime membership in 1 trade that he learned from TTG. That's incredible, Tex. It took Diane Fig 4 months to make back her membership fee under PDT rule and with only a $100 account. Took Jose Rolled in about 2 weeks. Took November Ball 2 months. Kathy just joined yesterday and has already made back 1/3 of her membership fee. Great job, Kathy. Keep it up. I love it. I love it. You guys get the point, right? You guys see how our members are doing. Guys, the reason why I ask members is because in order for you to really get a true feel for what it's like to be a member to a trading group and the value that you're getting and the potential success that you can have, you've got to hear it from people that are actually in your shoes. You can't just listen to me. I can talk to you till I'm blue in the face. But at the end of the day, hearing it from actual members that found True Trading Group the same way you did, and that's a live stream, to see their success, to hear them tell you, hey, listen, I've been there. I've been on live streams. I was debating joining, and I did. It's the best decision that I've ever made. Let them answer your questions for you. You have a question, type it in chat. Let a member maybe possibly answer you. Okay, type your questions in chat. Somebody will answer you. My TTG fam, we are exactly that, a fam. We help one another. We're also 5-star rated on Trustpilot. So over 1,300 people have taken the time out of their day to leave us a review on Trustpilot. I welcome, encourage, and invite you all to go read them. Go read the reviews that we have on Trustpilot. We are 5-star rated. Over 1,300 people have taken the time to leave us a review on Trustpilot. Like I said, welcome, encourage, and invite you all to go read those and check some of them out. So there you have it, folks. Okay, you got to use coupon code TTG121. Get yourself that 40% discount. You'll get a brand new free laptop. There's only 13 of them left. Otherwise, we do have that 1 week free trial. There's no credit card required. You can just go to ttgfree.com. That's ttgfree.com. And you guys can try us out for a whole week, trade with the crew, get an idea, navigate the platform, see what else we have, see what's available. And you guys can really feel what it's like to be a member of True Trading Group, see how we interact and chat before you decide to join the fam. But remember, you're not going to get the 40% discount. You won't get the free laptop. If you want that, you got to use coupon code TTG121 right here, right now. Thanks for joining me tonight, guys. I hope you guys learned something on this live. We went over some really great topics. So I hope you guys really got some good value out of this and are able to take this information and implement it in your trading as early as tomorrow. Thanks for joining me. You're the best. Subscribe to the channel. Turn on your notifications. Smash that like button if you haven't done so already. I'll see you guys all in chat tomorrow. Get your butts in chat. We're starting the month off hot. Let's keep it going. I'll see you guys in chat tomorrow. Later, guys.